To start with some breaking news coming in, the central government has called for an all-party meeting on the 19th of July ahead of the monsoon session of the Parliament. That is the big breaking news we are getting right now. An all-party meeting has been called by the centre. That is the latest we're getting in. This party is going to be held on the 19th of July. And this, of course, right ahead of the monsoon session of the Parliament. That is the breaking news we're getting in at this point in time. Ahead of this monsoon session of the Parliament, several issues, of course, will be on the agenda. All right, my colleague Aishwarya Kapoor is joining us on the phone line for more. Aishwarya, Centre calling an all-party meeting ahead of the monsoon session. What is on our agenda?
This is the normal process. This is what happens prior to every parliament session. There will be two all-party meetings, one by the government, one by the speaker. This one which we are breaking is of the government, called on the 19th. And very specifically, leaders from all the opposition parties will be present. Government would want to try and get agenda of all the opposition parties on the table, and then so that there is a smooth functioning of the House. But for the last 2 to 2.5 years, we've regularly seen that every time, despite the opposition agreeing in the all-party meeting, it's a complete opposite when they basically hit the floor. So what government wants is discussion and not disruption. But it's up to the opposition to really whether they would want the people of this country to get this message for sure right prior to 24th general elections, that they are not letting the House function, though the onus of the House to function is on the government, and hence you see the government calling the all-party meeting, seeking their support, seeking their consent on one and all the major issues which they would want to be raised in this coming monsoon session of the Parliament, but keeping in mind the whole UCC bill and several other controversial issues. It is expected to be once again a very explosive monsoon session of the Parliament.
The person you are speaking.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for joining us on the phone line for more on that story. Right.